On 4th of August 5:40 pm, a fire was reported near the Beirut port. Exactly how and where it started nobody knows, but some speculated that a team of welders sealing a gap in warehouse 12 were responsible for the start of fire. But soon the speculation was discarded when it was known that their shift was over way before 5 pm. The fire was not threatening at the moment, and about 10 firefighters were dispatched to put the fire out. This became that, and at 6:08 pm a massive blast shook Beirut. A blast so powerful that many researchers claimed it as one of the most powerful non-nuclear explosions mankind has ever seen. One of the first markers of this event was a tweet from Adam Barron at 6:09 pm. The blast reduced the port into a deep crater surrounded by a smoldering wasteland. As of making this video, 220 people are declared dead, around 2,000 people are severely injured, and more than 5,000 are homeless. According to Lebanese government, around 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate stored in warehouse for 7 years was responsible for the blast. This statement raises a lot of questions, and we are pretty sure there's answer to all of it. The 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate responsible for the blast in Beirut was actually not the property of Lebanese government to begin with. On 23 September 2013, a Russian merchant ship named Roshas faced technical difficulties, forcing the captain to enter Beirut port. On inspection, the captain was charged with unauthorized cargo transportation, ammonium nitrate included, and unethical employee recruitment. So basically, the 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate proceeded to stay with Lebanese government until the authentic owner of the cargo is identified legally. Now anyone who paid attention in their high school chemistry class is expected to ask this question. Why? Because ammonium nitrate is not explosive in nature. Ammonium nitrate don't burn, it melts. It's a good oxidizing agent. In simple word, it helps a substance to continue burning but doesn't burn itself. The problem was how the chemical was stored. It was stored for more than 7 years without supervision, and most probably not in airtight containers but in plastic bags. These plastic bags and other cargo stored inside the warehouse must have served the purpose of an flammable agent. Ammonium nitrate on heat decomposes rapidly to gases. Because of the confinement, heat cannot escape. The gases expand rapidly and the explosion occurs. Even though the reason behind the cause of initial fire is unknown, which raises many conspiracy theories, and our comment section is always open for discussion, but at least we know why a substance that melts and not burn caused such a disaster. Recently, a thermal video of explosion surfaced online showing the blast was caused by a missile. Yes, many people believe in this stuff, but we can definitely debunk this theory with some little science. The difference between a missile explosion and a normal explosion caused by low-tier explosives is the wave created by them. A high-tier explosive such as a missile creates a shock wave, while a low-tier explosive such as ammonium nitrate creates pressure waves. A shock wave goes from zero pressure to its absolute maximum pressure in literally 0 seconds. In simple word, the speed of shock wave and sound remains constant, that is 340 meters per second. While the speed of pressure wave decreases with distance. The Beirut explosion was powerful enough to cause a 3.5 magnitude earthquake and heard as far as Cyprus, a neighboring island 200 kilometers away. The estimated strength of the explosion is to be around 400 tons in TNT equivalent. That's an insane number in the world of explosion. When compared to other non-nuclear missiles, it looks something like this. In the wake of the massive explosion that devastated large parts of the Lebanese capital, a new danger is stalking the struggling country: hunger. Lebanon was already going through the Thawra revolution due to the economic crisis the country was going through. On top of that, a global pandemic has handicapped the whole country.